what's the right thing, but we may not do what's the right thing. So to be a hero means to know the importance of life and to do the right thing. To do the right thing while, time's limited. So the hero, sometimes the hero dies, like in the story, but it's not the fact that he dies, it's how he dies. So he dies in a different state of consciousness. So to be a hero, pretty much, my spiritual teacher said, he said, if you could live every day as if midnight tonight was the last day, he said, then just see how you'll live. He said, just see how you'll live.
Like a party animal.
So in other words, you'll act differently. You'll definitely act differently. And so that's a good point. So how we act, like you want to try to enjoy much material things as you can. But that desire to enjoy often creates a lot of misery and suffering. It makes you far from a hero. Hero's helping people. Hero doesn't. So that's the more we try to desire. That's what the burning is. It's the conflict. So it's about doing the right thing. So those are two things if one wants to make any kind of advancement in a spiritual path. You have to have the courage. In other words, you can't be docile, and you can't expect the problems of your life just to go away. It takes a great endeavor, and it takes courage. It takes a lot of strength to be able to face the problems that come in life. But when one doesn't fight, but one just accepts and does the right thing, then this is wanted. That's wanted. So thank you very much. Is there any comments or questions? Anyone like to add anything, or just maybe even share something?
I would just like to say that,
Sure.
The politicians have this role. We would be in a much nicer place. We're always finding this is my land, and illegal alien this, we go to war for this. And really, when we die, the lands get over there.
Yeah, as soon as, that's one of my personal biggest realizations. As soon as you add the time factor into like your life, your goals, it really puts a big perspective on things. Because generally we just kind of assume we're always going to be here, we're always going to be alive. That's what everyone thinks until something happens. So it's time sensitive. Life is time sensitive. So that usually for me that definitely puts things in perspective. It helps you just get serious about things that you know that you should.
All right. Well, one thought I had was that example of that chair, that you use things for a while, and then when you leave, you can't really claim them as your possession. So that's intrinsically long-term, that is so, but we are entitled to use certain things right now. Like when you said that, I was thinking, darn, that's my harmonium, don't dare to take it. But I understand, I'm not awfully too attached to it, I'm just moderately attached. In other words, it'd be immoral for someone else to come and take it as their possession. Because though I understand that in a long run, in terms of very long periods of time, sure, that's not really mine. But I've been allowed to use it for some time. So people may have possessions, but look at them. I would look at them with two eyes. One eye is a long-term perspective that, sure, I shouldn't get attached. It's not mine. Eventually, I'll have to return it. And then the other one is, it is mine for only a short period of time. It's more like, like when you rent an apartment. Many people rent an apartment, live in an apartment, and they call it a home, but it's really not a home. You're just renting it. At one point, you'll have to get the hell out of it. You'll be booted out. So same thing with any other possession. It's more like somebody lent it to you.
Can I end?
Yes.
So what the way you said, like we have the desire, and that's causing us a problem, right? But we can't get rid of desire also. So I mean, you stress that the desire is a problem, but probably the solution would be to dovetail those desire in a correct manner instead of just not desiring.
That's why those two words like dira means like to see things as they are, and hero is actually to take positive action. That's what a hero does. Like he's taking a positive solution. So yes, one has to see things as they are and do things according to how they should be done as they are. Like in other words, what it always comes down to is like reality is reality, and it doesn't change based upon what you want it. So you have to know how. In other words, you have to know how it functions. Like what are the rules